How are you? The population of Muslims is approximately 2 billion and more space is required for this population, and friends, there is no country in the world where Muslims do not live. There is no official country policy anywhere that outright declares Muslims as not welcome. However, some countries have implemented policies or experienced social and political climates that can be challenging for Muslims, often due to concerns about immigration, security and other some reasons. So in this video, we are not showing any religion is wrong, we are just giving information. That is why friends, there is no need to make anyone feel bad, we respect every religions. So let's move on to the video. Number 1. India. Rising Hindu nationalism has led to increased discrimination against Muslims, including laws that have been criticized for marginalizing the Muslim population. Mob violence and discrimination. Muslims in India have faced increased incidents of mob violence, lynchings, and discrimination, often justified by religious or nationalist rhetoric. But there are still many peoples who maintain brotherhood with Muslims and live together, hence there is no need to worry. Number 2. China. The Chinese government's treatment of Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang, including mass detentions and re-education camps, has been widely condemned internationally. Mass detentions. An estimated 1 million Uyghur Muslims have been detained in what the Chinese government calls re-education camps. Critics argue these are designed to strip Uyghurs of their religious and cultural identity. Surveillance and control. The region is heavily surveilled, and Uyghurs are subject to severe restrictions on religious practices, including fasting during Ramadan and wearing traditional dress. Cultural erasure. Reports suggest efforts to suppress Uyghur culture, including the destruction of mosques and religious sites. And there are many such examples which make China against Muslims, like the trafficking of Muslim women from Pakistan to China. You can understand how much they are against Muslims. Number 3. Myanmar. The Rohingya Muslims have faced severe persecution, leading to what has been described as ethnic cleansing. And what is ethnic cleaning? So let's know about this ethnic cleansing. The Rohingya crisis peaked in 2017 when a military crackdown led to the killing of thousands and forced over 700,000 Rohingya to flee to Bangladesh. The United Nations has described these actions as a textbook example of ethnic cleansing. And I don't understand when people will stop fighting in the name of religion. So without any delay, let's move ahead with the video number 4. And now friends, the country we are talking about is the country which has banned the most number of Muslims. Friends, we are talking about France. France's strict secularism laws have led to bans on Islamic symbols like the hijab in certain public spaces, creating tension with the Muslim community. And just a few years ago, Muslims had protested against the Prime Minister of France, hence France also does not welcome Muslims. Ban on religious symbols. In 2004, France banned overt religious symbols, including the hijab, in public schools. In 2010, it extended the ban to face coverings like the niqab and burqa in public spaces. Islamic separatism law passed in 2021, and also social exclusion, like many Muslims in France, particularly those of North African descent, live in economically deprived suburbs, banlieues, and face discrimination in employment and education. Number 5. Denmark and Switzerland. These countries have banned the burqa and niqab in public spaces, which has been seen as targeting Muslim women. Number 6. Austria. Austria has introduced laws banning the distribution of the Quran in public and the wearing of headscarves in schools for young girls. These measures are part of a broader trend in Europe where policies are enacted in the name of secularism but disproportionately affect Muslims. While these policies are not outright bans on Muslims, they have created environments where Muslims may feel unwelcome. However, these situations are complex and often involve broader social, political, and historical factors. Friends, these are some countries which have imposed restrictions on Muslims. Some have imposed more restrictions like France and China, and some countries have imposed restrictions only for security like India. And friends, there are also such countries where there are no Muslims like Bhutan, Korea and Japan, but we have not included them in the video because there is no such law on them which is against Muslims. So today's video ends here. If you liked the video, then subscribe the channel and we will keep bringing more such videos in future also.